Hello, welcome to our third mini lecture on promotion, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about digital marketing trends. So these are our learning objectives, and as you can see they're all about understanding what we mean by direct and digital marketing, and I don't really think I need to explain that to you guys. I think you probably know more about that than I do in some ways. But you do need to be able to identify and understand the different forms of digital and direct marketing. You need to understand what companies are doing and why, how they use social media, and how they try and engage customers. So I didn't want to show you a series of slides this time because I think they cover the basics that you guys know about really. So we're just going to look at some pictures. So this first image tells us something about some of the different categories of digital marketing. And again, most of these don't need any explanation. We all get followed around, don't we, by advertisements, by marketing on our mobiles. It comes into our email, it comes into our social media feeds. It follows us around, doesn't it? We see marketing on displays when we're outside, on the side of buses, on buildings, and so on. We use search engines to look for things that we're interested in, and we sort of understand that businesses work hard to get their brand to the top of that search engine search. And we know also, we're used to the idea of affiliate marketing, where brands will connect with another brand to try and promote themselves a bit more. So for example, sportswear companies like Adidas connecting with the Olympics. Brands that connect with new films that are coming out, connections between video games and other brands. We see that all the time, complementary brands working together, don't we? So these categories are not new to us, we see them all around us all the time, but they're some of the different types of digital marketing. In this image, the focus here, the central focus is about digital experiences. And I've included this image because I think this idea of experiences is key now. It's one of the ways in which digital marketing has really moved on in the last 3, 4, 5 years maybe. That as consumers, we're not that interested in advertisements anymore. We've been there, we've seen it. We want to engage with things that are a bit more meaningful to us. We want to hear about the brand story, and we want to be able to interact with it very often as well. And key to this is this idea of content marketing. For a brand to create the kind of information, the kind of images that we actually want to look at, we want to read, we want to watch, something that interests us. And how are we going to do this? Well, most often on our mobile, less and less on desktop, but I think more and more when we're out and about, not just in store, but also when we're on public transport and even when we're just walking along the road. We do that. So social media really key there, but this sort of marketing goes on everywhere. And you'll hear businesses now talk about omni-channel marketing. Omni. It means everywhere. This idea that digital marketing now is very often an omni-channel event, and it has to be integrated. Businesses have to make sure that they have a consistent message, consistent content across all of those channels, whether they're digital or otherwise. So let's go on to our next image. And again, there's a bit of overlap here, but we've got some new things coming in as well. So here they're beginning to talk about things like video marketing being really important now. Increasingly, research shows that as consumers, we really have got a very short attention span when it comes to reading. We've got quite a short attention span when it comes to video, but even shorter when it comes to reading. So video marketing is key. Things like artificial intelligence. Anyone who's shopped at Amazon will know that when you go to the checkout, a message will come up saying, other customers who bought this are also interested in these products. Artificial intelligence going on in the background, to try and understand who you are as a consumer, what you might be interested in, and therefore try and offer you other goods and services that you might want to buy. This idea of voice technology, more and more we're using our voice to search, and marketing needs to respond to that. This idea of chatbots, so that increasingly when we go onto any website, a chatbot will pop up and try and engage with us. Influencer marketing. Many of us will follow people on social media, and a lot of those people are either paid by brands or given products by brands to promote to us. And we kind of know that, don't we? But it's still quite a successful form of marketing. Okay, this is my final image that I want to talk about. The last two images have been specifically focused on marketing trends as we go forward, and this one is no different. This actually says 2019 at the top, but I think these ideas are still valid, and you can see it reflects the previous two partly. So the first thing it talks about is content marketing, and what this means, it says underneath. What does this mean? It means stop focusing on paid marketing. Content marketing is a thing, engaging people with things they want to read through their social media and so on. It talks about social media, about Facebook being perhaps less important as we go forward, and Twitter maybe being more important. Again, something we probably know about already. This idea of infographics, you're looking at an infographic on this slide. Infographics are one of the key ways in which people like to engage with information online now. And of course, user-generated content. And I think this idea of user-generated content is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, because it's a way of making things go viral, isn't it? And we've seen all sorts of businesses do that. Take a picture with our product and post it with this hashtag, and that goes viral, and the campaign gets a wider and wider reach and gets out to more people. Okay, that demand for interactive content is increasing and increasing, and I don't think it's showing any sign of stopping yet. So that's pretty much all I want to say. I want to go back to our learning objectives here. This was a very quick run through, but already we've looked at many different types of digital marketing. We've understood some of the ways in which companies use those digital methods to engage with us as consumers, and how that is changing over time. Okay, we're going to stop there. There's a few questions for you now. Take a few moments to answer them.